Come on in. What's up? What's good? What's poppin'? What's cracking? What's percolating? What's really good in the hood? It's your man Theo Butler. We back. See me? I got it on. It is what it is. We got it on. Y'all see the title? I did not think I was coming back today, but something kept bugging me. Something kept bugging me. It did, kept bugging me and everything like that. Before we begin, like, share, subscribe. If you like, leave a comment. If you think I'm crazy as hell, you can say that too. I'm prepared for that. You might be right on this one. You might be right. Nevertheless, still leave a comment, like, share, subscribe. So, I do a lot of reflecting. Y'all might be like, Theo, that's part of your problem. You got too much time on your hands. So you just sit back and think. I read too. Sit back and I look at some patterns, consistencies, inconsistencies. What's going on? What's going on? Yeah. We in here. Come on, yo group. Yeah, we in here. Not telling we in here. So I like Regina King. Respect the hell out of Shirley Chisholm, what she did for the African American community. Miss Pam, you probably got something to do with how I'm feeling because you talked about how we get fixated on Black death, Black struggle, and that seems to be all we put on screen. And I'm like, y'all just go with me here. I know it's gonna sound like I'm rambling. It's like John Ridley. How did John Ridley get to do a movie with Regina King about Shirley Chisholm? He's a writer. He is. He is. But I was like, his name ain't all that right now. Like, it ain't. And I started thinking about what Cat Williams was saying when he was on the interview with Shannon Sharp. How folks got to do certain things to get this, that, and the third. But he wasn't the only one saying it, though. He's just the one that got the most notoriety. There's quite a few folks out there been saying the same thing as Cat Williams. What I'm about to say, first of all, let me preface it like this. And that's crazy. Because Pastor Bozeman, if I'm wrong, just tell me I'm wrong. Like, for real. But I promise, the more I think about, the more I sit back and I watch your interview, it ain't as much as what you said, as much as what you didn't say. But I heard you. I was listening. I was paying attention. While my sisters, our Black women are queens anyway, they are. I believe it to be his sister that's going to be the next Black Panther. There's been a lot of people out social media about bad, good, whether you agree with it, disagree with it, that have been talking about a feminist movement that's being pushed. Now, we understand that the feminist movement had nothing to do with the Black woman. She was just brought along just for the ride. Folks needed her numbers. That's historical context. We understand that. But if I push back, let me step back. You're too close, you can't see the forest for the trees. I liked Undercover Brother. I did. But it was a comedy. The brother was a buffoon. He was. You got to be a buffoon the way he was dressing and conducting himself in current day time frame, because he wasn't dressed like somebody in current day. He wasn't. Well, after that came 12 Years a Slave. That wasn't Red Tails. That was Black Tragedy. That's exactly what that was. If you see it as uplifting, you see it as uplifting, but it's 12 Years a Slave. So then I have to ask myself, how did the writer of Undercover Brother, 12 Years a Slave, do that article in Esquire magazine where he literally referred folks can say with Theo, he wasn't talking about everybody. Listen, man, y'all know how I feel about that word. He ain't even used the A. When he referred, you can say whether it was some of his brothers and sisters, he still referred to black people as niggers in that magazine. And that magazine, that wasn't Vibe, that wasn't Essence, that wasn't Jet. That was Esquire magazine. I have as of yet to see, if I'm wrong, let me know. Somebody that don't look like me popping up in Essence, Jet, what's the any black magazine calling their people out their damn name using a racial slur. He did it. He did it. Then he gave us Black Panther, 15 issues of garbage. Mind you, that was on the heels of Kevin Feige saying we finna kill off the character. And if you got heat for Jonathan Ridley and how he wrote that character, then you should have heat for every brother and sister that has something derogatory and still got something derogatory to say about that character. You should have just as much heat for them. Now I'm sitting back looking at it. You got the color purple. We got woman king, not woman queen, because I know damn good and well how we finna sit up here and look at a movie called Man Queen. No, we got woman king. We got Becky Lynch running around here calling herself the man. Then you sit around and you look at how Seth Rollins, and I'm not even trying to connect the dots like that, but damn, you married to a woman, you the man, she's the man. And it's a running damn joke. We really finna really sit up here and praise a male wrestler. Nah, I know it's 2024, but the society ain't gonna sit up here and praise no male wrestler called the woman like they doing a female wrestler called the man. You know it, I know it. That's just reality. I look at what Oprah was gonna do to Michael Jackson, and I look at what Gail did to R. Kelly. Rightfully, wrongfully so. There was a better way for that to be handled. I look at Harvey Weinstein, and ain't nobody going after Harvey Weinstein like that. He ain't sitting up in front of no interview like that. Hell, we can't even get Donald Trump to be sat up in no damn interview. Like, you think about that for a second. We ain't turned on Donald Trump the way we turned on R. Kelly. Just think about that for a second. Donald Trump has not faced the vitriol from his own people that R. Kelly faced from his. He hasn't. Say what you want to. Regina King is a great actress, all the way from 227. That woman is phenomenal. Shirley Chisholm did great things for us as a people. But I can't lie, Hollywood. Damn, you put me in a compromising position with all that I just said, and you got Jonathan Ridley at the helm. Because Jonathan Ridley, based on his history, has shown me that he really don't care about me like that. So now I got to ask the question, how did he get the job? How did he get the job for 12 years a slave? Did he have to write me as a buffoon first? How did he get the job at Marvel? Did I have to be drug in Esquire magazine first? How did you get the job to do Shirley Chisholm? Because I'm going to be honest with you, if I sit back, you really haven't done anything in regards to me as a black man that I can be proud of. You made a mockery of me. You told me I was a slave. You've taken away my crown. That's what you've done. You wrote me as a buffoon. You wrote me as a slave. You told people I was a nigger. And then you took my crown. That's exactly what you did. And if I listen to Cat Williams and those that speak like Cat Williams, you did it so that you could have money in your pocket at the expense of me. And now you want me. I just tweeted Netflix. I'm hoping they make you do an interview. That movie don't come out till March. I'm hoping Netflix gets their house in order in regards to you prior to March. It's crazy. Come out after Black History Month, huh? Right, John? You make it real easy to sit back and draw a comparison between you and Jason Whitlock. Ain't he got a book out right now? You got Stephen A. Smith going back and forth with Jason Whitlock. Now, Jason Whitlock got folks that look like me in his corner. How does that move the needle forward for us as a people? I don't want to be rude. I'm gonna keep up with the notes. I wasn't gonna do this, but as I sit here and I look at my people that I love, that I care about, ain't got to be anybody else's responsibility, anything like that. Ain't nobody got to feel the way that I feel. But as I sit here and I look at what we got going on, I'm just sitting back looking at us steadily being divided. And I'm sitting here looking at the tools of division, and it's us. That's the shame of it all. The tools of division that are being used are us. Because we are selling each other out. I don't even know what to make of that when I look at how it's being done. I don't even know what to make of that because I know I sound crazy. I know I do. Lurk mode activated, got a shovel more. Make you Oprah catching heat for how she treated Taraji. Think about what you said. For how she treated Taraji. She had committed a sin before Taraji. She actually had. The hard ER. Yeah, the hard ER. Yes, sir, Baba Theo. Should I say Theo? Hey, Grandmadam, Theo, I was trying to go live with your notice. I cut right through. What's going on? Grandmadam, you know what, Grandmadam, if you still here, because see, it's gonna be you, because see, you and Mr. Smith come from different angles. I got Undercover Brother. I got 12 Years a Slave. I got the article in Esquire magazine that nobody asked for. Then I got Black Panther, his run on Black Panther. And then I got the movie, Shirley Chisholm and Regina King. And it's March. That's after Black History Month. I want to tell you that I don't see nothing there. I do. I want to tell you I don't see nothing there. But if I sat back and I looked at it, as I said, I don't know if you heard it. He didn't wrote me as a buffoon. He didn't wrote me as a slave. He didn't call me a nigger to somebody that ain't me. And he done took my crown. It's not adding up. It's not, because I'm trying to figure out why he, based on that Esquire article, he don't like writing nothing black unless it's to denigrate us. And if I look at his writings, it black men, especially niggers, because more often than not, that word was hurled toward black men, black male slaves. I ain't nobody stupid. Well, he really ain't He really hasn't written me in a positive light since he been writing. He ain't even said nothing good about me. I don't think that's by accident. I really, really don't. Because then I'm looking at Cat Williams. What did Cat Williams say? Some of these brothers sell their soul. Some of these brothers sell their soul to make it big. Well, some of these brothers sell out their own to make it big. Well, we know reality television ain't reality. That's scripted. We've been knowing reality television was scripted. We've been knowing that. We don't think that the generation out right now is being influenced by what they've been seeing on television for the past 20 years. Because what is everybody that look like us? We only watching a handful of channels. Lifetime. Lifetime. ABC when Grey's Anatomy is on there. VH1. BET. Stars. The hell, I know the nerd is watching HBO, Cinemax. I know the nerd is watching Amazon Prime and everything like that. I know what the nerd is watching, but I'm not talking about the nerd. And TBS and TNT, whenever we can get another black program on there where we selling drugs. What did I miss something? Did I miss something? Okay. Well, as I've gotten older, black love used to be the thing. Like we used to have dudes on the corner singing the female, shoo doo wop, shoo doo doo. No, and back in the day, calling a female a bitch would get you knocked out by that same damn female. Like you couldn't call a female a bitch and it'd be a badge of honor. No. You. I don't give a damn how big you was as a dude. So you was finna take an ass whooping. I never liked the terminology bitch, and I never liked a female referring to herself as a bitch because I always knew what the implications were. It's not what they call you, it's what you answer to. Well, here we go. And everybody will understand it when I put it like this. If you call yourself an athlete, let's take me for example. If I call myself an athlete, whether it's casual wear or dress wear, I dress like an athlete. You're going to see me by and large wearing the same thing you see athletes wear on TV. Whether it's casual wear, whether it's dress wear, it don't matter. That's what you're going to see. Because that's who I'm subconsciously, subliminally, that's who I'm emulating, the athlete. If I call myself an athlete, it's safe to say I got something pertaining to my favorite sport in the house: a football, a basketball, a baseball, a glove, a bat, boxing glove, a weight set. It's something. Well, if a dude take pride in calling himself a dog, he answer to that, or better still, a player or a hoe. He dressing like that. He smell good. He smelled good. He got on the best of the best. Haircut always tight. Car fresh. Everything about him clean, immaculate. Smooth lines, charisma. Got to have it. Nice smile and everything like that. Know why? Because he a hoe. He a hoe. He a hoe. Yeah. He ain't never got a woman. Watch this. Women will understand this one. He got plenty of female friends. He ain't got no woman. He got no time for that. He a hoe. Well, you take pride in calling yourself a bitch. And that first letter is supposed to stand for boss. And somehow being loud has become synonymous with being a boss. Just barking. Think about what I'm saying, because that's what a boss does. Bark. Orders at people. Want to tell them what to do all the time. That's a boss. You're in a leadership position 24/7 as a boss. You show it to work. Okay. So you want to be a boss 24/7. You don't want to be bossed 24/7, but you want to boss 24/7. It's not going to work. Low key, you try and live up to the word, bitch. And what are you getting on TV? It's hard to overcome that programming because you got what? On all the channels I just named, all the females on there at some point in time are going to refer to themselves as both B words, boss and bitch. And we're going to go right along with it. We're going to go right along with it. I'm going to keep it with the notes, and I'm going to come back and I'm going to tell you exactly when it went. I'm going to tell you exactly when it went down. I'm going to tell you exactly when it went down. I just don't know when we're going to stop. I'm going to tell you exactly when it went down. Not telling Oprah catching heat for how she treated Taraji, grand madam. Tell me. Yes, ma'am. You think Ridley is going to trash Shirley like he did black folk? No, ma'am, I don't. He better not. That's a woman. No, what I think is him being allowed to write that, and I think it was deliberate. You know damn good and well John Ridley catching heat right now for what he did with Black Panther. So you know him being attached to anything is going to result in divided numbers. You know that. And I'm not saying you specifically, but there's no way you look at John, if you're a professional, there's no way you look at John Ridley's run and look at how he's received, how people are still hot with him off of the last Black project he was attached to, and you willfully attach him to another one. You don't do that. Unless, and that movie ain't, the reviews on that movie not doing too well. It's not. You set that movie up for failure, and my mind is you did it on purpose. I wouldn't attach John Ridley to nothing right now. Before I made John Ridley do an interview in regards to that Esquire magazine, before I let John Ridley do anything regarding Black, and he don't address that Black Panther run, it would be irresponsible of me as a business entity to attach him to anything Black. It would be irresponsible because it's going to come back with mixed opinions. And it's going to come back with mixed opinions based on, well, it might be where it's just not that good of a movie. But you're going to have some Black people that's got an issue with him, and they're not going to like a damn thing he do going forward until he address it. That biasness is going to slip right in there. It's going to slip right in there. So no, I don't think he going to write her bad. No, that's not what I think. I think they set him up for failure. To set his people up, I'm sorry, to set Black people up for failure because we niggas to him. We niggas. What's going on, RC? What's going on? What's going on? Kat talked about Wakanda Forever, how they removed the main character for an agenda. I think that was on Club Shay Shay or Willie D Live. You know what's crazy? Is folks had to lock in then. They ain't lock in on December 8, 2020. The only channels I watch are ESPN, Fox Sports, TNT. That's me. Let me stay with the sports. Let me stay with the sports. All night. Regrettably, so I saw Book of Clarence last night with my family. I felt embarrassed watching the movie, and it wasn't even funny. You got that one. What is it? The Distinguished Book of Negroes? The Wonderful Wizardry of Negroes? I don't even know how to feel about that. Like, I'm looking at it like, but ain't no African people in that movie. They all Black. Ain't no African Americans in that movie. They all black. That's why they don't have a problem with that one. What did James Baldwin say? Now see, here we go. What did James Baldwin say? That's a worldwide renowned philosopher. He's black. I keep asking people, who you taking your guidance from? Who you taking your counsel from? Because if you consider yourself a critically thinking black person, see what I just said? Well, this other critically thinking black person, because if you critically thinking, you look up to him. You do. Mind you, he's a member of the LGBTQ plus. Did you see how I did that? So he's a black male member of the LGBTQ plus who's a critical thinker. And you look up to him. Now, when you looking up to him, you don't think about his sexual orientation. You don't really give two damns. You don't. You look up to him. You're a critical thinker. He's a critical thinker. He says, and I don't believe I don't want to believe we special. I wouldn't want to believe that it's folks that make more money than us, right, that have higher positions than us, right. I would really like to believe that those people are just as much critical thinkers as we are, i.e. they know James Baldwin, right, and respect James Baldwin and his work. Okay, well, I am not your Negro. Now, not your Negro, word derived from nigger. Not to be confused with Niger or Nigeria, right. Well, we got a whole ass movie coming out. Negroes is right there in the title. Right there. Right there. And as I look at the folks that's in the movie, I don't believe none of them are stupid. I don't believe none of them are stupid. And I believe it's quite a few of them that consider themselves to be critical thinkers. What's going on, Professor Phil? I got mixed feelings on it. I don't know if I'm in a rush to see it or not. Well, he just killed it for me. Y'all heard the Willie D and Cat interview was cheeks crap. Willie was trying to capitalize off the Shannon and Cat's money lightning, but I heard that. You know what? I saw it on my YouTube. You know how YouTube tell you what you can watch and everything. I just kept scrolling because I kept seeing comments. And then not only is his interview up there, but you have people who have done reaction videos in regards to it, and they haven't. Basically, he's not getting glowing reviews, so I can definitely believe that. Ronnie J in the building. Theo, I'm not the one to tell people what to do. I can only share my experience, and it wasn't a good one. Hey, but if I trust you, see how I give you the benefit of the doubt. Why? Because you're a brother. Also, brother, sister, black, African, whatever. We relate. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Pocket Full of Stone, the nigger version. I didn't even know, like, when I looked at the name, I was like, I just been living, I've been, 56 years, and I it's some stuff I ain't seen before. It's some stuff I ain't seen before from other ethnic groups. And I'm just gonna say I ain't never seen that before. Like, I got the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame. That's as disrespectful as it get. I got a leprechaun, mascot and everything like that. I got the Boston Celtics. That's what I got. I got this over here. The Boston Celtics. I got the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame. I got the Florida State Seminoles. Like, that's what I got. That's what I got. I ain't got nothing. I ain't got nothing from none of them that could be derogatory toward their own people. Like even a confusion. Cause see, watch this. How you gonna feel after that movie come out and somebody that don't look like you say, "What's up, Negro?" I thought we was past that. I thought we was past that. The dude literally came out. I really want to say he did before I was born. He said, "I am not your Negro." And there's a movie coming out that's contrary to the point. No, yes, we are. And we magical. We magical Negroes. I don't even want to be your average Negro, let alone your magical Negro. What is oh what you say? Samuel L. Jackson and Django, that shakes me to my core every damn time. She said, I'm sure it does, but that's not, it's not. The Kamoyo kid, I just got the feeling that he's in it for the bag. Don't say nothing in February. Like just take February off. If you in it for the bag, I ain't mad about that. Don't say nothing in February and stop complaining. Stop complaining. You don't listen. I'm not mad at nobody doing it for the bag. I just believe in consistency. And if you're doing it for the bag, don't say nothing during February. Don't get me geeked up. Because my problems are not your problems. Because you got the bag. Really doing Chisholm is like having a thief guard your jewels. Thank you. It don't make sense. When you look at this stuff, tell me where I went wrong. Undercover brother. That's a buffoon. 12 years a slave. Well, it's right there in the damn title. Ain't it? Ain't it right there in the title? Okay. Do we need to see what he wrote in Esquire magazine? Like, nigger. Matter of fact, hold on. Because I'm going to go back. Damn it. Hold on. Let me go to, because I put it up there. I said, boy, because I did a whole damn video on it. When he did issue 14, part of the review I did for issue 14 was reviewing that damn article. Because I was like, you did this damn article. And I'm sitting there like, the manifestation, the manifesto of ascendancy for the modern American nigger. We didn't create Esquire magazine. This ain't in essence. This ain't what that is. And I'm not gonna go down the dude's personal bio, because damn it, I don't think I have to. But this ain't that. And he ain't the only one like that that's representing us. That's where I'm going with it. That's exactly where I'm going. He ain't the only one up there that's representing us. And now I don't want to even look at the interview with Cat Williams and everything like that, because I understand what that is. But damn, if I sit up here and I look at what's been going on, like I said, I can tell you exactly when it started. I mean, in full force. The war been going on, but I can tell you exactly when pressure was applied, and nobody said anything. We didn't say a word. We didn't say a word. We didn't say a word. And everybody can sit up here and talk about it was contracts and stuff like that. No, it wouldn't have nothing to damn do with the contract. The cast from Living Single could tell you it was about contracts. It might have been about contracts to them, but no, Fox knew what they was doing. If Ice Cube can come out and say that all the radio execs got together and said, we finna change up the music programming for this particular demographic, when Flavor of Love hit, that's exactly when they changed it up. Because when Flavor of Love hit, New York Undercover went off the air. Martin went off the air. Living Single went off the air. Cosby Show went off the air. Different World went off the air. Damn near every programming that had something to do about Black positivity suddenly went off the air. And it got replaced with reality television. And in each and every last reality, I'm not judging the people that's on them reality shows. This is not what I'm doing. But there's nothing positive out of any one of them. Any one of them, and they snuck it in there with Flavor of Love. Well, if you looked at Flavor of Love, how did women get treated? How did women get treated? And how did Flav conduct himself? So bad to the point that even Chuck D was ashamed. And we know that because we read that. We watched it. We thought it was funny. No, that was just the first round being fired down range. That's all that was. Because how many reality shows followed after that? The most positive programming you get on VH1 is Nick Cannon's Wild and Out, and they joke all the time. Bob Johnson sold BET. You had responsible black programming on that channel, and it disappeared as soon as he sold it. Well, you ain't getting no responsible programming on the Oprah Winfrey Network. Black suffering. That's what that is. I'm not making that up. Black suffering. Well, you got the white male doctor that doesn't have a degree, black suffering, and you got the black female doctor. I believe she does have a degree. Still black suffering, still black trauma, still black pain. It's Oprah. Make no mistake about it, it's Oprah. Her and Tyler Perry, okay, you can tell me about God all day long, but it seems like I'm not going to get to receive any of the fruits of my labor on this side of the plane of existence based off of what y'all giving me. Y'all are enjoying it. But you're telling me I'm not going to get it until I cross over. Y'all know I'm not lying. Yeah, they can wrap it up in a joke. They can wrap it up in a dress. They can. They can put a wig on it. They can put some glasses on it. Y'all know I'm not lying. We sitting up here beefing with each other. Kevin Hart. You got Kevin Hart and Cat Williams. I'm going to be honest with you. Instead of them going at each other, when you think about where they came from to where they're at, that should be the similarity. That should be the brotherly bond. That should be what we're talking about, but it's not. And you got to pick a side. Why? The story should just be how to be like them. Not, well, I got to go out and talk like this, or I got to go out and conduct myself like this. And I like Cat Williams and I like Kevin Hart, but I can sit here and look at flaws in both of them. I can. Kevin Hart got a movie coming out on Netflix. He do. Look like it's going to be pretty good. It does. He the only brother in it. It's an ensemble cast. He the only brother. Which freaked me out because I was like, I saw him. You got a movie. I'm thinking, no, that's not what that is. And I think about what the other guy said, the guy that we said we look up to, the guy that everybody's supposed to be mourning over there, went to go see Black Panther. I know he said he wanted more of us on the screen at the same damn time. That's what he said. That ain't it. Cat can be bitter. That's what you said. There can also be some validity to what he was saying too. Because Ice Cube said he put comedians in his movie because he know they funny. Ice Cube then put a lot of brothers and sisters in his movie. He has. I can be a critical thinking person. I think by and large, we got T.I. And T.I. wasn't the co-star. Will Ferrell was. I know he did a movie with Dwayne Johnson, but Dwayne Johnson don't cap for us like that. He's Samoan. He don't talk like that. So I got Kevin Hart, but you ain't seen me and you standing by. Okay, Ice Cube put him in the movie. That was Ice Cube's movie. Okay, well, Kevin Hart on his own. And I know you be like, Dwayne Johnson. Well, if I say Dwayne Johnson, it was Kevin Hart. Jumanji, Kevin Hart. Somebody said, I know what I say may sound conspiratorial. Now, I get it now when they said it, but, and this the stuff that we reviewing. This the stuff that we telling each other to go see, and we ain't sitting up here. I'm going to say it just like this. Okay, we didn't say nothing when we was watching Flavor of Love. We didn't. Okay, Flavor of Love is why we got our girls dancing the Pound Town. Kodak Black, that's Flavor of Love. That's what that is. That's what that is. That's what that is. You look at young male rappers today and how they treat females and everything like that. That's Flavor of Love, Real Chance at Love, for the love of Ray J or whatever that was and everything like that. Yeah, that's what that is. Stevie J, and how he treated damn near every female on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Yeah, that's what that is. That's what Kurt. Yeah. You see how I'm throwing them names out there? Mm-hmm. And I hey man, but remember the Uptown baby, for the crown baby, we gets down baby, Petey, yeah, Peter Guns, yeah, that's what that is. Because how was they treating the females? Did you watch it? Did you watch it over one of your friends' house? You ever had one of your friends talk to about you? Okay. Kids sitting in front of the TV watching it? I'm gonna keep up with these notes. Yes, Kamoyo. Willie didn't even plan on dropping his cat interview until Shannon dropped his, because Willie interview was back in September. Hey man, you got to get there. Grand Madam Tarot RC. Yeah, but his white daddy lover syndrome in that movie was the worst depiction of it on film that I've ever seen. What movie did I watch? RC. Let me see. Okay. I worked with people like that for decades. That's why people stayed close to the cross. And yes, their job was to get rid of other blacks. But they're doing it from afar these days. They using the media to get us. Theo and Grand Madam Tarot, what's y'all thoughts on Tyler Perry? You think he uplifts the black community or helps it look a clown show by being a big ass male running around in a wig and a dress? That's a fair question, RC. Let me answer it like this. There's nothing wrong with getting the bag. Flip Wilson. There's been a plethora of actors from across, male actors from across all demographics that have put on a dress. I'm not here to say that's an indication of how you're going to treat your people. What I will say is this. Okay, I can relate to some of the things that he's experienced as far as traumatic and everything like that. What I don't understand is he has a studio. The programming. Okay, well, you can put these plays on. You can. Plays are all the same format. The shows that you put on the Oprah Winfrey Network are all the same format. But you're Tyler Perry. As an actor, you've been cast in a science fiction. That's Star Trek. As an actor, you've been cast as an FBI detective. That's what you've been cast as. Okay, well, based on your experiences as an actor, you can give us more than the same thing you've been giving us for the past 10, 15 years now. You're better than that. That's what I'm going to say. As a creative mind, he's better than that, and he's only limited himself. Now, I don't know why he's stuck right there. I don't know why Oprah Winfrey is stuck right there, because her programming, her channel, her network, honestly, could have replaced what was lost when Bob Johnson sold BET. Nobody as of yet, regardless of who they are, we have 2 million. I'm sorry, what I want to say, we have 200 million black millionaires, and 9 of them are billionaires. There's no reason in the world why the programming that we have is as limited as it is. There's no excuse for that. There's no excuse for that. So if I'm going to look at time, I'm not going to get caught up in the dress. Because I don't have to. I can just look at him as a producer, a director, and an actor, and a writer, and say, you know what, dude? You ain't even scratched the surface yet. Now, I don't know why, but you have not scratched the surface yet. People like to say, well, if you could do better, do it. Got to be put in a position to do it. You got to be put in a position to do it. But we don't get the programming from them, the diverse programming that we deserve, that we get from other networks, and how they treat their demographics. So that's what I would say in regards to Tyler Perry. He has not scratched the surface yet of what I believe him to be capable of. In all of those job titles, I don't know why. I don't know why. That's what Bad Girl Club, I believe, follow. Thank you. Not telling. Theo, you hit the bell right on the head. First, they took down the positive TV show, and then after that, they posed it. Where's your outlet? Because I joke and laugh with my daughter, the one that's in law school. Yes, I have to keep saying it. I got 4, so I got to be able to distinguish between. I said R&B is gone. Well, that's not a surprise. You can sit back from afar and notice how R&B is leaving, but that's not a surprise if you listen to what Ice Cube said. So if you listen to what Ice Cube said, it all makes sense. You go, oh, okay, I see now. Now you got to say, well, what am I going to do as a critically thinking black person? That's what you got to ask yourself then. What am I going to do as a critically thinking black person? Because I noticed the play. I see the play. I see what you're doing. I know what you're doing. How do you insulate yourself from it and insulate the ones that you care and love about from it? So that's Tyler Perry created a character by accident. His audience has put him where he is today. His audience are made up of older church lady. Tyler is their thing. But what he gonna do? You know what, Grandma Adam? That's a great point. What he gonna do when they gone? Who gonna replace that fan base? Because and I don't even know what to say. I don't know why, if you follow TV programming, if you watch TV programming, if you were experienced with the programming, Tyler Perry's in that age group, Oprah's in that age group, quite a few of them in that age group, why the programming is where it is today. You knew the significance of Rap City the Basement. You knew the significance of Video Soul. You knew the significance of that. You did. When they had hits going out there on the college tours and he was visiting the campuses and everything like that, you knew what the significance of that was. You did. And if somebody had a beach week over here, we had a beach week on our side too. You knew the significance of it. You have artists coming in, they're doing interviews and everything like that. You're able to talk to them. The fan base gets more comfortable with the artists. Keep going. Mr. DLB, you have to go back further than that. And television started when The Real World and Road Rules on MTV. That's when TV went crap to me. You know what? I go back to Real World. It's crazy that you say that, Ronnie, because I don't know how many of y'all remember House Party 4. Dave played like the DJ, a comedian, whatever, for Kid and playing that particular episode. And Dave was a comedian. He was on BT, not BT, Comic View. He was on Def Comedy Jam one time. Dave was light-skinned brother, slender build or whatever. And I can't remember the sister's name, but they were joking, laughing and everything like that. And she was in the bed and everything like that. bra, panties on, whatever. They were going back and forth. The Miz was on. The Miz. Yeah, the Miz, the wrestler, he got his start on what's the name of the show? He got his start on the MTV show, Real World. I think he's the most successful person to come off that show. But they were joking and laughing, and she had the cover on, she had blankets on and everything like that. If I could draw a similarity, the similarity would be when Chris Rock made his joke about Jada and Will laughed, and then Jada cut him that look. He stopped laughing, and that's when stuff got serious. We find ourselves in this situation. He's pulling her off the bed. She's got the covers on and everything. He ain't snatched the cover. He's putting her down the hallway. She accused him of rape. And that the same way in which we look at Jonathan Majors today and what his accusations were and in what he's dealing with, Dave got accused of rape by a black woman. This wasn't a white woman. This was a black woman. And even though they played the videotape in much the same way that they played the videotape for Jonathan Majors, what she accused him of stuck. He got kicked off the show. Now, mind you, you had quite a few people in the house laughing. He got kicked off the show. I don't know what damage. I imagine there was some, because that's a stigma. No person, especially a male, I would dare say specifically a black male, wants attached to them. Especially, when you look at what R. Kelly's going through, and yes, I do. I'm not, please understand, I am not the person that's saying R. Kelly's innocent. No, I'm not. What I am saying is that you don't want those labels attached to you as a black male. You don't. If we gonna sit up here in society and say that we as a race, which doesn't exist, we as a people get judged more harsher than other people, if we've heard that rumor, that stereotype, that the only time a black life matters is when a black person took that life, then we're not sitting up here acting like that ain't, we don't understand how this played out. I don't know. But now what I do know is this. She starred on an episode of Married with Children. She did. She married Kenny Anderson. I think he was a member of the New York Knicks at the time. She did. I want to say she was on Love and Basketball at one point. She was. I think her name is Tammy. She did better than Dave. From what I saw from afar, she got now, Dave was in House Party, but I ain't see Dave nowhere else other than that one routine he did on BET's not BET, I keep wanting to say that, HBO's Def Comedy Jam, and when he was in the movie with House Party. But other than that was it. Tammy did all right. From now, the marriage between her and Kenny didn't work out and everything like that. Now I'm not saying one way or the other, but I'm saying she did all right. She did. She did all right. She did. And if she's still doing good, she's still doing good. But I just want us to look at that. Kevin Hart is a super generic, great value Walmart version of Eddie Murphy. Y'all trying to get me in trouble. I'm trying to just keep it right there, because I watch this. I assume at some point in time I might be sitting across from somebody, and I want to be straight down the facts, because I'm looking at what's going on, and we've gotten used to it. We've gotten comfortable with it, calling each other out our name. Before there was a Stephen A. Smith, there was a Stuart Scott. It was a Stuart Scott. And shout out to my first wife. When I got back from Okinawa, Japan, she said, and she knew ESPN was my favorite show. I was only there for a year. She said, there's a guy on ESPN that I think you're going to like, Stuart Scott. Stuart Scott brought a refreshness. He brought me. He brought me, and he brought the best of me. Let me say that. He brought the best of me to sports. He brought the best of me. I can't necessarily, I like Stephen A. Smith, I do. But I can't say Stephen A. Smith is Stuart Scott. And if I was in broadcasting, journalism, things of that nature, as much as I say Chadwick Boseman, it would be Stuart Scott. It wouldn't be Stephen A. Smith. It wouldn't. Because I don't believe you have to conduct yourself to state the facts and everything like that. So I'm trying to steer away from all that and everything like that. And I apologize. It's, they say if you know better, you do better. So I'm trying to steadily evolve every day. But but the things in regards to Kevin Hart that I've said, it's valid. I don't like I said, I do believe Cat Williams is upset. I do, but I do believe there's some validity to what Cat Williams says based on how folks moving. Folks can say what they want to. If I ask you a question, I'm not listening for your response. I'm looking for your response. Well, if I look at how people moving, he ain't far off. He not. If he says something about Steve Harvey's acting career, I like Steve Harvey. Okay, you got served in The Honeymooners. What you got served in The Honeymooners. Now, I like You Got Served better. And I don't think none of us sitting up here talking about You Got Served. It was the dancing. I still don't know how Buddy levitated, but it was the dancing. They treat it like commodities. Let me see. Grand Madam Tarot, you are on. Let me go back up. Grand Madam Tarot, you are on the spot with Tyler Perry. I feel like he's so fake. Everything about him feels fake down to the point he denies his sexuality. Most of the non-Madea films are hit or miss. How he deny his sexuality? He got. Wasn't he married? Ain't he married? Ain't got. He got a child on him. Ain't he a parent? Yeah, I mean, I thought he was married in a whole relationship. Child, that's what I thought. They treat it like commodities. Yep. Tyler was beaten badly and frequently by his father for being soft. If he never accepts who he is, I understand it, but it's not healthy for him. See, that's the thing. I believe there's some trauma there. Now, here's the thing. You have to be, what I said before, you have to be careful where you go to get counsel. I don't have to, and I understand how we feel, and I do. But I could honestly, without having a conversation devolve into the rhetoric and propaganda that's surrounding, that's the other thing. That's what I'm looking at in regards to the media. It doesn't have us empathetic towards each other. It doesn't have us trying to be understanding towards one another. No, it has us literally prepared to throw each other out on the street at the drop of a dime. John Ridley. John Ridley, in that article in Esquire, that was his saying, I don't give two damns. Now, as Miss Pam Entertainment alluded to, well, when you do stuff like that, there's some fallout. There's some fallout that the other person ain't concerned about, especially if they playing you. Where we say it's chess, not checkers. Well, you come out, you gonna say what they want you to say in their magazine. You're not gonna piss them off. You're gonna piss off the brother or sister that come across that magazine. And that brother or sister, if they die hard, 10 toes down about business, they don't want nothing else to do with you. You gonna think that brother or sister ain't came across that article. Or at the very least, you gonna think it don't even matter because you above them because you believe you got the other dude in your hip pocket. The other dude gonna look out for you. The other dude been showing us throughout history, you expendable. Or as Grand Madam Tarot just alluded to, you're a commodity. You got one time to fall short in their eyes. Ask OJ. You got one time. Just one. You're not gonna get the Ezra Miller benefit of the doubt. That's not what's gonna happen. You're not gonna get that. You're gonna get the Jonathan Majors benefit of the doubt. And it's way too many of us out here. Like I said, I just sit back and watch it. That's all I'm doing. I'm just sitting back just like this here. Because Cat said it. Well, Cat said what he had to say. You got everybody else saying what they have to say. Just look at the actions. Just look at how folks then move. Well, you look at Jason Whitlock, what he had to say about Stephen A. Smith. You got a book coming out? Then you look at Stephen A. Smith and him responding to Jason Whitlock. Do you know what winds up happening with all that back and forth? Folks going to tune in more to ESPN First Take to see if Stephen A. mentioned it. Folks are going to tune in more to Jason Whitlock's podcast to see if he mentions it. Folks are going to tune in to Shannon Sharp, Club Shay Shay, to see if he mentions it. Folks are going to tune in to Stephen A. Smith's podcast to see if he mentions it. You know who pockets get fatter after that? Because it ain't yours. It ain't yours. While we sitting up here picking sides and everything like that, ain't got nothing to do with nothing. They good. You don't know why Stephen A. Smith got a read. You know what he told you. You don't know why. You know what Jason Whitlock told you. That's what you know. That's what you know. Look at how folks move. Let's not forget that Tyler and Oprah were both sexually traumatized. Their reluctance to do what they can really do is restricted by the experience. I get it, Grand Madam. Who they taking counsel from? Like I said, I get it. I got my own traumas. And honestly, I want to thank you, Mr. Ray Smith, Aaron the Big Word, Brinkley, D-Real, Gabbo, Dwayne Purifoy, Anique Davis, my wife, good God Almighty Jesus, my wife, Alicia, my children, Kristen. I want to thank those for helping me deal with it. But I got to be open first to talk about it. Now, and my brother Marshall. Now, mind you, here we go. All those folks that I just named, every last one of them, except for Marshall, looks like me. But what each and every last one of those people care about, for whatever reason, they care about me, not what I can do for them. They care about me. They care about my mental health, my physical health. They care about Theo. As in, if something happened to Theo today, tomorrow, they're going to be hurt. Kind of like how we was hurt with Chad. No, they're going to be hurt. Ain't got nothing to do with no dollar. No, they're going to be hurt because they care. Well, I'm not special. I'm not special. We all got traumas. Okay, well, I suffer from abandonment issues. I do. My father was not in my life. He wasn't. He wasn't. That's what that is. Okay, well, baby mama drama. That's the first mama. That's the first mother of my child. Me and my oldest don't talk. That hurt. That pain hurt every damn day. That's trauma like trauma for real. My firstborn, we don't have a relationship. That's effing with me on a level I don't even like discussing. If something happened the other day or tomorrow, I don't know. What parent don't want to know what's going on with their child? I don't visit them sins on my people. I don't visit them sins on my people. I just don't do that. I go get counsel. People that I trust, people that I love, people that have shown me that they care for me so that I can go out there and be the best version of myself so that I can go out there and be the best version for my people. I'm not special. I'm not special. And Tyler and Oprah got way more resources than I do. But I do understand what you're saying. I do understand what you're saying. They need to go get the help that they need so that they can be the best versions of themselves. The Miz, Tammy Roman, yes, that's her name. I grew up on all those positive black shows like Family Matters, Martin Living, Single, Cosby Show. I grew up without a dad in the house, but the Cosby Show listen. Do your homework. Like, we weren't even allowed to have an excuse, and the way Bill did it was so beautiful. Theo had a damn learning disability. Didn't he go to college? We sitting up there looking at Theo, and that's where Theo came from, honestly, because I was sick of Gerald. I was like, Theo, that sound all right to me. Theo, Theopolis, Theo. We won't use the last 4 letters, Theo. But that didn't stop Theo. Theo went to college, got a damn degree, and went on to become a damn teacher. Well, didn't he have a learning disability in school? Oh, well, if Theo can do it, so can I. Lawyer, doctor, and they had that, like, in most houses, it would have been where the husband was a lawyer, the wife would. No, they flipped that. No, he the doctor, you the lawyer. Positive representation like that really makes a difference, but it's all going, it really, Black Panther, T'Challa, Wakanda, Black excellence, Black representation. We deserve that. Yeah, I had to throw that back in there. Rest in peace, Stuart Scott. Stuart Scott. Yes, sir. If I had to do it, it would be Stuart Scott. I loved what Dan Le Batard was talking to Stephen A. Smith, and he was getting on them the other day. He said he hated what he, Stephen A. Smith, and Skip Bayless had turned sports journalism into. Said they absolutely hated it. I can tell you you're having a bad game. You need to do better. I ain't got to call you out your name. And if what brought that back home to me was we had an issue when Jim Rome did it to Jim Everett, and we literally okay it every day now. We literally okay it every day now. Well, if we look at Stephen A. Smith and the field that he's in, more often than not, who is he insulting? Not constructively criticizing, but insulting. Well, Jason Whitlock, not like Stuart Scott. Who, the profession that he finds himself in, who is he not constructively criticizing? Who is he insulting more often than not? Both of them do it. Both of them do it. But right now, as a people, we'll find ourselves choosing sides. Why? Why is that the position we find ourselves in? Yeah, I miss him too, Ronnie. Yeah, I should have. Man, listen, he was a breath of fresh air. Tammy's not all right. She's got one of those disorders that start in the mind. She distorts things and now looks like a skeleton. I did not know. Hadn't been keeping up. Thank you, Grand Madam. Thank you. Ron J, we spoke at the same time. Scott brought our culture to the mainstream sports world with class. Yes. I actually wish Jamel Hill and I want to say is it Michael? Can't forget I can't remember his name, but I remember when he and Jamel Hill had the 6 on Sports Center. I love that show. I love the fact that we had the opportunity to do it. Of course, while Will Kane was able to say what he wanted to say, regardless of what platform he was on ESPN, Jamel Hill wasn't allowed to do so. And I sit back and I fast forward. She had a conversation with Winston Duke about Black Panther 2. Got the form right there. You're critically thinking Black person. I know you to do that. I know you, Queen, to be the critically thinking Black person that you are, because you and I had a conversation in regards to how the NFL viewed players that had locks and everything. We had a great conversation on social media, private message and everything like that, and I understood where it was coming from. You're a critically thinking Black person. You are. You didn't do nothing with Winston Duke sitting right there in front of you. Right there. I don't know what to do with that, because there's some inconsistencies. And that's what we've been looking at for quite some time. The people that's elevated, is too many inconsistencies. These will show far more than your words. Absolutely. I miss sideline reporters, Craig Sager too, at Theo and Ronnie J. Absolutely, man. Listen. Rest in peace, Craig Sager. At least you got Sir has it did. Like I said, that's why I liked it more than the honeymoon. They was dancing. Like they was somebody still got to teach me that levitate move though. Mario and Marcus Houston had the best one-offs ever. At least Kid and Play got a trilogy of house party films and the hidden gem class. To me, that's low key. To me, that's the unofficial house party movie. As a matter of fact, I got to get that back because I had Kid and Play's greatest hits on DVD. I saw Class Act when I was on. Well, I saw Class Act when I was stationed. I saw Class Act in the movie theater when I was stationed in Okinawa, Japan. That's how far it went back with me. Traumas can be resolved and overcome. Siding with those who had a hand in the conditions causing that trauma is madness. That's facts. That's absolute fact. That's why I said who I am, who I aspire to be, and everything like that. It does me no good to name call. It don't. It does me no good to name call. Now that said, folks got to start understanding, realizing who I am. Because at the end of the day, I'm not a nigga. Nigger. Whoever you got me confused with, whomever you're accustomed to dealing with, I'm not him. I prefer African American. So if you find yourself, you used to dealing with black people that's proud to be black, I'm not him either. So if I say something to you, about you, let that negativity go. No, I'm telling you, this where we at. This where you at. This is how I view you. This is how I see you. Whatever you used to in your lifetime, don't give a damn who you ask, don't give a damn who you talk to. I'm the first one you didn't came across. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm the first one you came across. God got it like that so much to the point where I don't even have any siblings. So I'm him. I just want true Kamoyo. But victims are set up to stay close to their abusers. As adults not healed, they attract that same type of abuser as employees, friends, etc. And you know what, Grandma, I agree with that 100%. I agree with that 100%. And I'm of the mindset that what we have is we have too many of us that have surrounded ourselves with those who will either continue to be the cause of the trauma, or those who will turn the blind eye. And what do I mean when I say that? I don't believe it's enough of us critically thinking brothers and sisters around those brothers and sisters. I don't. I don't. I believe you have brothers and sisters who feel like the way that I make this money, somebody mentioned, I'm just going to say it like this, because if you got to move some type of way to alienate yourself from your people, it's because you feel like you have to. That's the only way you're going to be successful, is to alienate yourself from your fellow brothers and sisters. Now, that's a double-edged sword, because you might get some money up out of that, but you're doing what you set out to do. If you want to alienate yourself from your brothers and sisters, that's exactly what's going to wind up happening. But as a responsible brother or sister, how do I combat that? I got to eliminate the reason why you feel like that. I got to eliminate the reason why you feel like you got to sell out your those that want to do it going to do it regardless. But to those who are going to be conflicted about it, I need to eliminate the reason you feel like doing that. I can't eliminate the reason you feel like doing that if we're not talking. Let me see here. Kamoyo said exactly. Now tell him, say, absolutely. I listen, I ain't disagree with nothing Grand Madam they said. Of course, she's been here longer than me, so I don't, it's kind of hard to do that. I need to sit and just listen. But in essence, you got to be that what you expect, right? You got to be that what you expect, right? With Rock With Me Nation, recast the Child of Black Panther fan group. You got to be that what you expect, right? You got to be that. Hey, let's just go out here and tell folks, hey, can y'all just call each other on the phone? Like, be who we say we are and everything like that. And I guess that's my thing. The brothers and sisters out here, hey, can y'all call each other? I know y'all got each other's phone number. Can y'all call each other on the phone? Can you call each other on the phone? Because I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear it. When they start talking about athletes and call, hey, you know what? You can criticize his game without calling him out his name. Like, I feel you. But you can criticize his game, and you constructively criticize. You ain't got to do all that. The insults that ain't got to come. You ain't got to do that. I think that's where we got to be. I could be wrong, but I think that's where we got to be. I don't think I need to talk to us about reality television, because based on the comments I see in here, I don't think too many of us watch reality television. And when you see them, hey man, can you do something else besides reality television? Yeah, can you do something? They ain't got nothing else for y'all over there at VH1. MTV, they ain't got nothing. That's it. You want to be known for the rest of your life using the B word more than anything else? This is what you want your children to see. I said, don't nobody need to be asking no questions about what we're going on in the rap community right now regarding females, because it started with Flavor of Love. But anyway, listen, I ain't gonna hold y'all too much. I just wanted to let y'all know there are some similarities. I don't know what to make of the Shirley Chisholm movie. If I was Netflix, if I was Netflix, March right around the corner, you got time. You need to schedule a sit-down interview with John Ridley. You do, because it's people mad at him. Whether they love Regina King, Shirley Chisholm or not, it's people 38 hot with that dude. Not violent, but they don't want to touch anything he got going on. So I don't. You had to have known this before you hired him on, and you just thought nothing of it. Like, you just said that's a comic book. It don't matter. Comic book fans are history fans. I don't know how you thought the black guy that damn near went above and beyond to destroy a black character, ain't nobody gonna recognize that's the same damn dude doing a movie about a female black politician. Like, I don't know what you got going on, but it's folks not effing with that dude. It's folks not effing with him. So, and your reviews not coming back. They're not coming back the way you want them to. So if I were you, to save some, to get out in front of this, to save it, you better schedule a sit down. Now, you want to talk about something that's going to make money? Watch this. Y'all tell me if I'm wrong in the comment section. I believe an interview with John Ridley regarding his interview with Esquire magazine and his writing of Black Panther, I believe that interview on Netflix would have more hits. I believe a sit-down interview with John Ridley discussing the article with Esquire magazine and his 15-issue run on Black Panther, I believe that would do bigger numbers than that movie. Yeah, y'all tell me in the comment section if I'm wrong. Tell me if that hit. John Ridley, February, interview, Black Panther, Esquire magazine, exclusive, Netflix. Who ain't tuning in? Watch this. I don't care who the interview is. Watch this. I'm gonna go down the list. Yeah, like Dre, yo, don't do it. I'm gonna go down the list because I know how this gonna go. D-Real could interview him. Mark with a C could interview him. I trust him. I do. We're not vibing. I get it. I still trust him because that's what was the whole thing that got folks upset. I trust you. I still trust you. Blue. I would be afraid of John standing in front of this dude because I don't know who's madder at this dude, Mr. Smith or him, Chillmonger. Marcus or Josh from back of the bus. Dre Mack. Buckmeister. I don't think that's 7. I don't think he wanted not any of them. I'm saying that because I've heard him talk. I've listened to him talk. I've seen their faces when they talk and they mention that dude's name. I wouldn't even have to be there. I would be tuning in. Interview with a 30-minute Q&A. Yes, ma'am. You right on the money. John will walk out. I wouldn't have to be nowhere in the room. I have me some popcorn. My Netflix could be off. Damn it, I'm turning it on for that. I didn't mention myself because I didn't think I needed to. Plus, I think that's unfair. I don't think I need to sit down and talk to him. I don't. But yeah, so thank y'all so much for rocking with me and everything like that. And I guess I could call this he would be sweating bullets and second guessing my choices. Like I've seen and talked and no. I don't care what the differences are between those individuals. If any one of them got him in front of them, it would not go right. It wouldn't go right. It wouldn't go right. And like I said, I don't know who's more upset with him at this particular point in time. I don't know if it's Mr. Smith or Chill. I don't know. I know they both hot. And he would need to say it right in front of either one of them because I think I didn't low-key move past my aggression. I just don't want to see him on no more black projects. And I think the word was missed. I don't know if folks was listening. When I said I didn't want to see him attached to no more black projects, I meant no more black project, no more. And I know, Theo, who are you to say that? I'm saying it for me. If you want me to spend my money, I'm just saying for me. If you want me to spend my money, I don't want to see him. But I'm not the only me though. I'm not the only me though. So you got to figure that one out. I'm just speaking for me. But it's quite a few other folks that feel the same way I do. He can't write nothing black. And I think this is the most respectful I've been in regards to John Ridley in anything I've done regarding him. Told you I'm trying to grow. No, I don't want to. You got to go, bro. Either that or explain the Esquire magazine article. Because I don't know how I'm finna watch a movie about a black congresswoman featuring one of the greatest black actresses to come along in a long, long time, written by a black dude who called his fellow black people niggers in a predominantly white magazine. I don't know what I'm finna do with that, but no. So y'all got to figure that one out. I can't believe y'all did not know that, because ain't no way in hell on my limited resources I know that, and y'all don't. I'm of the mindset y'all just didn't care. And if you don't care, I believe in matching energy. I don't care either. So that's it. Listen, thank y'all so much for rocking with me and everything like that. You didn't have to. Today is Friday. Hopefully, your Friday is going well. I think somebody said it's cold over there where they at, and everything's cold over here. And landlord got to do something about this heat after a while. But listen, that's my time. Still got to come to y'all with some comic book content and everything like that. Just wanted to give us something to think about, something good, something. As Keith Sweat say, something just ain't right. It just ain't right. That's my time. Remember, take care of yourself. I would rather talk to you than talk about you. Peace.